Hey guys, Night Angel Marine here. I'm back. Sorry I've been away for so long. I first had to take a work business out of state, so had to travel over to the next state, take care of some stuff. But then I came down tragically ill with another cold, and my voice was all garbled and for shit and wasn't feeling the hottest, so I had to take some more time off. But I'm back now, just recovering, so if I cough, asking that you guys will forgive it. But let's see here. Trying to remember where exactly we was. Oh, I know I did continue with the missions, and I got all the missions taken care of. So we have all 50 missions taken care of. There we go. Okay. Yeah, all 50 missions taken care of. And yeah, so we have a little bit of money, and just connected a mouse there. So let's continue with front loader here, putting this what's it called, silage? I think it's silage away. No. We got all 50 missions done, so we can turn that back off. But yeah, so got that taken care of, and I'm back now. Should have a pretty good stream of Farming Simulator going again. Continue with our farm, see what we can get done. I have noticed with the achievements that you can achieve in Farming Simulator, I have between this farm, our old farm, and my test farm, we have achieved all the achievements but the driving for 1,000 miles. So we still have that to do, but yeah. Get back to some good old farming here. And I mean, I was asked to do Ski Region Simulator, but I've been looking at it. I did a video, uploaded a video of it a couple weeks ago before I came down ill, but no one's commented on it. No one said anything about it. So I don't know, maybe it's not something you guys really looking for. So I'll give it a while longer, but if no one comments on it, if no one says anything about it, then I probably won't continue it. And I know I said I was gonna do railroads, but every time I turn on fraps with the game running, it crashes. Now I know there's a couple of other folks out there that have been successful in doing Sid Meier's railroads, but I personally don't know how they did it, because I can't seem to get it to work. It just, I turn on fraps and it crashes. So, probably not going to see any of that game. And as far as completing Railroad Tycoon 3, we only have one mission left. Very last one. And I mean, I'll leave it up to you guys. If you guys want to see the last mission just to complete it, then I'll definitely do it. But you should know that I have tried it countless times, dozens of times, and I cannot for the life of me be successful. I mean, I'm not talking just, you know, well, okay, we might not get gold, or, you know, we might only get, you know, bronze. I'm talking most of the time, 10 out of 12, I will be voted out within the first year or two by my investors. Because I can't get the company to start. I think I'd do pretty good if they'd hang on to me and let the company grow a little bit. But they're like, no, we're fed up. We're, you know, no investments, man. We're going in the hole. Well, yeah, but I mean, give the economy a second. Anyway, I'm going on and on and on about another game and not about this one. So let's see here. We're gonna sell this, and I believe our other field over there, I believe, is field 4. I believe. I believe it's planted with corn, ready to go again. And when I get done selling this, we're going to go ahead and buy field, let me look. Yeah, so I believe field 4 is planted in corn, and when I'm done selling this, we're going to buy field 7 and get it started with corn too. So we have 2 fields that are for our biogas plant here. And then once we have a decent amount of money again, I believe we'll go into sheep, because they only require grass. And then we'll go into cows a little bit after that. And then we may, I believe we will, go into whatever we haven't done at that point. Unless that's bio, or not bio, but greenhouse. Don't believe we'll be working with the greenhouses. I did work with them in 2011, but I was never too fond of them. They require a lot of work for not a whole lot of investment. And I've seen, once again, thanks to Stocko, that in this game it's even more expensive, because water was free in 2011 and it's not here. So, but we have, I believe we have a whole row of beehives. We can check that real quick. We do not have a whole row of beehives. So we'll probably get some beehives back again. And then we'll probably get a windmill. A wind, what do they call them? A wind energy converter. Yeah, I know, a windmill, wind farm, whatever you want to call it, a big wind thing. Why is there still stuff in our bucket that says 0? There we go. Okay. This pit is now empty. This driving silo, as I believe they call it. So let's dump this last little bit here in. There we go. Park this up. And then we'll you know, actually, yeah, we can sell that front loader. But we should drive it to the shop real quick. Get some in tractor time for you guys that like the in tractor view. Whoops. Get the PDA off there. Get some movement, some stuff for you guys to see. Oh, whoa, hang on. Trying to make sure you guys saw the tractor real well before we sold it here. Okay, just to make sure you guys see the tractor real well. Okay, so let's go ahead and sell it. And the reason we're selling it but going in cows later is because I believe it works better with the big agro thinger. The agro, what do they call it? The agro vector. This one, Dutch agro vector, because you can extend the boom. Okay, so let's drop our trailer here. And let's go get the cedar. go get our field 7. There we go. We'll go ahead and get these 2 fields into the biogas plant. And then once we have all that silage sold, we will look at starting our sheep farm. So, let's hire an employee. Going the wrong way there. There you go. Okay, planting corn. Like I say, if you guys hear me clear my throat, I ask that you forgive me, because I'm still on the very tail fringes of getting over this cold thing. So, and then let's get our beehive spot. Or actually, I mean, we did a bit of beehiving in the last one, so maybe we should buy a solar collector. There it is. Okay. Where should we put it? It's a very good question. We want it somewhere that it can attract a lot of light. Won't have too many trees blocking its ability to collect that light. Now let's see here, northwest. So I've forgotten how to turn it. Huh. Huh. Just went through the whole alphabet and it don't turn it. I thought it was like B or something. Anyway. This is not a bad site right here. Oh, do you? Oh, okay. So let's go back. I think we'll only go with one. Let's go give it a look. While our workers working on planting that field, and this one's growing. Plant it up there where it should get plenty of sunlight. Yes, I know in the game it don't matter. But, I mean, realistically it would. You'd want it somewhere where the trees aren't going to block all the sunlight. So, as I was saying earlier, you know, not a whole lot of comments, not a whole lot of... I don't think there's a whole lot of people watching and or enjoying my ski region simulator video. If I'm wrong, let me know. Place a few comments in its, you know, with its video. Let me know, hey, you know, we do watch it, but I don't think there's that many views even for it, so. But, unless you guys... Yes, I know, I've picked up all the horseshoes. That's pretty short. Yeah, it's something that, weird. See, our farm data here didn't transfer with, you know, into the new computer. But all our achievements, the way it achieved, did. So here's the back side. And here's the front side of it. Kinda cool, I guess. It's razor thin, look at that. Wonder if the real thing's that thin. But, yeah, that should earn us, what is it? $25 a day. Oh, no, $95 an hour. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So, and then, with the other bit, I think we'll go on and pay off some loan. Say, half of our loan will go pay off. So anyway, how have you guys been doing? You guys are doing good? Enjoying the new 2013? Got any new big excitements to tell about? While I was sick, I watched some YouTube videos. I was looking at some companies that have, you know, the tour of the world. Some pretty cool things. I was one of the things I was looking at is Princess Cruise Line's tour of the world package. Not that I'm, you know, endorsing their company or, you know, saying, you know, that's what you guys should do, but it did look somewhat interesting. Have to admit that I think it was probably for the older folks, because it looks like you spend most of your time on the ship and then you pop off to go, you know, to go see this place, you know, for a day. I mean, really, it's one thing. They have ports of call, right? And they have their tour of the world expedition, or what, voyage, or cruise, there we go, that they have. Or even their one that's like Asia specific. I believe it has like 3 ports of call in China, okay? And each port of call is a day long, okay? But you cannot tell me that you can even come close to seeing all that there is in China in 3 days. I mean, for instance, let's say the first day you went to the Great Wall. Okay, that's what you did in the first port of call. Then the second day you went and you saw the Forbidden Palace. Okay. Then the third port of call, you went and you saw the Terracotta Army. Okay, that's 3 days, 3 ports of call. You stop right there. And you've only barely saw the beginning. You've only seen 3 of the places, of the things to see in China. Hang on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. So, yeah, I mean, I really like their idea that, you know, you pack your belongings and your stuff on a cruise ship and your hotel travels with you. I really like that idea. And it, you know, it has restaurants and everything. I mean, I guess my thing is they just don't stay long enough. I mean, I personally think it would take you at least a week to properly vacation and see and, you know, fulfill your desires to experience, if you will, China. Okay, but they offer you a day in each port. It just, so I was looking at another company called Trip Advisors, Trip Masters, at their website, and they have, you know, 7-8 days, 7-8 nights in China for their China experience. But I don't know. See the one of the biggest concerns that I have of going outside of America, really, anywhere outside of America, whether that be Mexico or Canada or even overseas to see Stockogloss in the UK. I'd worry so much. Now, you know, with UK, for example, it's not so much the language, because they all speak English, and even though we have, you know, different words, like here we have, you know, a semi-truck, or an 18-wheeler. Excuse me. Okay, sorry, I'm back. An 18-wheeler, or a semi-truck. Over there, they have lorries. Don't ask me how they get lorries. It's probably like here you have a fork. I mean, who came up with the word fork? Anyway, we could probably, you know, linguistically get along, you know, understand each other. But even beyond that, my biggest concern, after language, of course, is the culture, the ethics, the okay for society you know, the differences there. What you know, you might do here in America and be perfectly normal, hey, everybody does it, might be like the total off-the-wall thing to them over there in the UK. And I wouldn't want to do that. I want to be, what's the word? I want to be culturally, not accepted, culturally, I don't want to step on their toes, culture-wise. You know, I don't want to barge in, you know, here's this, you know, hillbilly American, you know, just thinks he can go to another country and just do whatever, and, you know, step on all sorts of cultural toes. I don't want to do that. So, my biggest thing when traveling abroad would be I would want a guide, a tour guide, at all times. At all times. From hotel to hotel. Or from airport to hotel. At all times. And I want a tour guide that's from that area. So A, they speak the language. B, they know all about cultural diversification. You know, so they know that area. And I was looking at Tripmasters. I don't believe they do that. I mean, it says guided, but I believe it's guided tours, you know. Here's our little 1-hour tour, you know, that goes off and, you know, does whatever. And then we'll bring you back to this location and, you know, go shopping or whatever you want to do. But that doesn't work for me. Like I say, hotel to hotel, airport to hotel, hotel to airport. You know, all times. Because I just anyway. Hang on, just a second. Okay. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I would really absolutely love to tour the world. It's my all-time, ultimate, probably never fade bucket list. Is to tour the world. I would love to go to everywhere. China, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, probably even Canada. Okay. Not Mexico. Okay. Hopefully there aren't, you know, don't be upset by that, but I've never had a desire to go see Mexico. Okay. I understand, you know, that there's probably really cool things to go see there. But it's just, and it's not an anti-Mexican or an it's just, I've no desire. I've never seen really anything yet that's in Mexico that I've said, oh my goodness, I gotta go see that. You know, like for instance in, I'm not even sure what country it's in, but Machu Picchu, you know, the great Aztec temple, Machu Picchu. Oh my goodness, I gotta go see that. Or say in Turkey, I believe it is, the Hagia Sophia. Oh my goodness, I gotta go see that. Or you know, in Europe, yeah, Europe, in Germany, the famous castle, and I'm not Narashween, or however you say it, the castle. You know, the one that Walt Disney and the castle in Beast and the Beauty, or Beauty and the Beast, or something like that. Yeah, I don't watch Disney films, especially little kid Disney films. But that castle that's portrayed is based off of that castle in Germany. I'd love to go see that. China, like I said, the Terracotta Army, the Great Wall, the Forbidden Palace. Love to go see Athens, you know, Alexandria, you know, Egypt, South Africa, you know, Russia, St. Petersburg. Oh my goodness, I'd love to go see that. You know, I mean, really, the only place that I can think that I haven't seen a place that I've gone, oh my goodness, I want to go see that, is Central America. Well, in North America, here where I live. There's a couple of small things in Canada. But, I mean, okay, here's another thing, and maybe you guys can help me out here. But there is all sorts of stuff left by ancient civilizations. And by ancient, I don't even really mean ancient, because, I mean, Eiffel Tower was built by modern-day France. You know, so, but there's nothing of ancient civilization here in North America. Yes, I know they supposedly built great wooden temples to their gods too, but it don't exist today. It's gone. It's been erased with time. I think the biggest 3 monuments, if you will, wonders, whatever you want to call them, of North America, primarily, okay, exclusively America, here where I live, United States, is Statue of Liberty, which, once again, was built by France. The Hollywood sign, I think that a lot of people, you know, that's pretty famous, and a lot of people want to go see that. Mount Rushmore, I think though that may be more American than, you know, worldly, but, there's that. Maybe Disneyland, Disney World, I could see people, or Universal Studios, I could see people coming to see that. The biggest, and supposedly, this is not personal opinion, zoo in the world, the San Diego Zoo and Wild Animal Park. I've been told a lot of people from around the world come and see that. But, I mean, maybe it's just because I live here that I want to go elsewhere and see the world. That may be, you know. You know, I know how and what Americans live and do. I want to go see how people in UK, or France, or Spain, or Africa, or, you know, you know, go about their lives, what they'd see and do. As well as, you know, all the ancient, or not even ancient, like I pointed out with Eiffel Tower. But yeah, that's my biggest all-time bucket list, is to go tour the world. I don't know yet how I'd go about it, because like I said, I'd need to know that I'd have a constant, all the time there, tour guide, which Princess Cruises does offer. That's, you know, that's something that comes in their, you know, included in their cruise, is when you do go ashore, they have, you know, tour guides constantly there with you to escort you. But their port of calls just aren't long enough. And I'll leave it at that. But, you know, another thing I was thinking, now that I'm talking to you guys, that I'm thinking about again, is perhaps, and I really don't see, you know, why anybody, say, in China, would be watching my channel, because it's all English speaking, and I believe, pretty sure they speak Mandarin in China. I don't speak Mandarin. Or Russia, or, I mean, I think, could be wrong, but I'd be willing to lay a huge guess that all of you guys, all my wonderful subscribers, live in America, Canada to an extent, because I think actually their national language up there is French. But I think a lot of Canadians speak English. The UK, and by UK I'm talking about, you know, the island UK, as well as the vast British Empire that's spread all about the world, and Australia. I mean, that's your English-speaking countries, right? But anyway, I was thinking, you know, maybe excuse me. Maybe if you guys, you know, had a camera and wanted to go out and say, hey, you know, this is what it looks like where I live. I think that'd be pretty cool. And upload it to YouTube. I think that'd be pretty cool. But, and I could do it, you know, here. There's, you know, look at our houses and our streets and how all that is. But as far as like major, oh my goodness, things to see, there really aren't here in Utah. I mean, and I've thought about this and the only thing I could come up with here in Utah is that if you're a Mormon, an LDS, then yeah, the LDS, the Mormon capital, is here in Utah. Other than that, I guess perhaps if you wanted to, like, ski the world, you'd want to come here to Utah too, because we supposedly have some pretty good ski hills. But other than that, there's nothing. There's nothing here. Not that there's nothing here, but based on a worldwide, you know, oh my goodness, I want to go see that level. Unless you're Mormon, there's nothing here. So, yeah. But I'm not saying, you know, if you, for instance, if you lived in Pisa and, you know, could look out your front door and say, yeah, click, there's the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Yes, I know I have a little play on the word right there. But I did try to say pizza instead of pizza, but, you know. Anyway, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, if just go outside, go out your front door, and take a picture, you know. I think if we were to all do that, and put it up to, like, one main site, you'd be like, oh my goodness, there's a lot of diversity in just that, in just how houses are built, in just how streets are built, in just how the architecture and the layout from the different places differs. I know I am. I know I am. I've been looking, like I say, at a bunch of different places, and I'm like, your buildings over there are kind of cool. Or, your buildings over there are kind of built on one on top of each other. You know, why don't they spread out a little bit more? But, oh well. Anyway, like I say, I hope you guys are doing pretty good. And yeah, I'm back, but I think I'm gonna have to just about call this a wrap. My voice is just about shot. But hopefully it's been some good to you guys. I mean, it hasn't been a whole lot more than watching our worker here plant this field in corn. But yeah. So anyway, now you know what I've been thinking about and what's been going on with me in time that I've been away. So make sure you give me your thoughts and comments and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And I should be back to you guys shortly. Till then, take care. And this is Night Angel Marine.